everybody, this is Frank Chen with REIClub.com, your link to creative real estate. Today I got a quick video for you on common bandit sign mistakes and how you can avoid them. Now, like in all my videos, everything I talk about I include in the description below. Simply click show more and you can follow right along. So contrary to what some investors will say, that bandit signs are still a very good way to find motivated sellers. Now, although it is an old school method, it's still highly effective in most markets, which is probably why you're still seeing them on pretty much every single busy street corner. You know, those I buy houses for cash signs. But with something so simple as writing on a 12 by 8 board, and sticking to the ground on a light post, there are still very common mistakes that investors make. So let's get into those details. So mistake number one is breaking the law, right? Who thought you could break the law by posting up a sign? But depending on your county, it may be illegal or you have no right to post signs in the ground. In some counties, you can post them on specific days, like Friday through Sunday on the weekend. But ideally, you don't want to be spending all your time putting up these signs for them to get taken down 24 hours later, right? So make sure you call your county and find out what those laws are and follow those rules. Mistake number two, your sign is too small. People can't read what they cannot see. So I would say opt in for the bigger version, the 18 by 24 size bandit signs versus the 12 by 18. That means you have larger, more space. You can use larger font. It's going to make it easier to read for people who are driving by. Mistake number three, not prioritizing the phone number. It's really common to see large words, large messages, and it really outshines the phone number, which they usually write with a really thin Sharpie, right? So try to opt in for those really big Sharpie markers, those fat, thick ones. They're going to really help make your life a lot easier when writing these signs. You're going to prioritize your phone number just as much as the message. That means just make it just as large and easy to read. Mistake number four. Poor placement. There's no point putting your sign up next to 5 or 10 others, okay? People can't read an entire novel at a street corner. So look for something a little bit less trafficky. Even if yours is the first sign up and then other people start putting a whole bunch up, that's something that's to keep in mind. There's probably another better area for you to put your sign up that has less bandit sign traffic, right? But you do want to avoid putting it in slow streets where there's not a lot of eye traffic. Drivers only have a few seconds to read your sign. Sometimes less than that. So you really need to ask yourself, is my sign somewhere where I can see it and is it easy to read? Because if you can't, more than likely other people can't as well. So look for the traffic lights, stop signs, places where people can actually stop and take time to read it. Avoid those areas without stops if all possible. Mistake number five. Too many bandit signs. There is such a thing as too many. Putting them at every single intersection may appear to be corporate. It can get annoying to the drivers, and it's also, more importantly, it's hard for you to track. You can actually learn a lot more by strategically placing your signs in specific areas within maybe like a half a mile radius from the home. But that way you can kind of track where leads are calling in from, and then that allows you to really focus more on areas where you're getting a lot more calls, right? So you don't have to keep putting up signs in areas that have slow traffic. Just something to keep in mind. Mistake number six. The same old messages, right? We buy houses. I have cash. Or, it's just very generic, So change it up a bit so you stand out. For my sellers, say something like, need to sell, I'm buying. Or for my buyers, you can say, help, buy my house. Thing with exclamation marks, question marks. It's a little bit, more different. It stands out more. Mistake number seven is saying too much. If the message is not clear, it's too wordy, you probably won't get any calls because people don't tend to read long messages, right? Long messages on bandit signs. But so this, also having a lot of words on there may, bring in the wrong leads, which you also want to avoid. So try practice writing, taglines, 3 to 5 words. That's what I do for most of my taglines, a whole list, mix and match, and really come up with something that you can be proud of and you feel like can pop. But again, this is a testing thing, so not everything you create the first time may work, so just be prepared for that. Mistake number 8, Colors. Now, black and white is probably the most common in what we see, but it is not the best color combo. You can try yellow on or red on yellow or blue on white, which happens to be better. But keep it simple and, of course, easy to read. Like your messages, this is something that you can test. One weekend, try your black and whites. One weekend, try your red on yellows. Another, blue on white, and then see which one brings in the best lists, bring in the best leads. But make sure, whatever phone and message, whatever color you're writing that in, it's contrary to the color of the bandit sign. That way it can be seen during the daytime and at night. So keep that in mind. Mistake number 9, putting them up yourself. If you can afford to do so, it's affordable to pay someone to put them up on Friday and take them down Sunday. Of course, I recommend initially maybe driving around after the first time just to make sure it's being done correctly. But, of course, if you can't afford to do this, sweat equity is always your option. Just take some time to do it on a Friday after work, and then, of course, Sunday, maybe mid-afternoon after your football game or whatever's going on. Mistake number 10, being corporate. This kind of relates back to our bandit sign titling. I buy houses does stand out better or sounds better than we buy houses, right? Or even something like, fast cash for your house works out better than both those. But ideally, you're trying to focus on I, me, an individual versus a corporate setting, a corporate feeling. Individuals tend to associate and relate better to those types of signs. So again, guys, in conclusion, bandit signs are still a great marketing solution for real estate investors. Now, with a bit of sweat equity, you will have access to a very affordable marketing solution that most people are just now too lazy to do themselves. So just remember the tips we talked about in this video, and you're more than likely to see some improvements in your bandit sign marketing. Thanks again, guys, for watching this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter so we can keep you informed with what's going on with real estate around the nation. Anytime there's any cool new tools, resources, and tips that are coming out. You also get some pretty cool bonuses just for signing up, and again, it's free to do so. Like our video if you enjoyed it. It really does help us out. And for my YouTubers, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, we can keep you informed. Brand new videos just like this are posted to our channel. And of course, for our newcomers, check out some of our previous videos right over here. And again, thank you guys so much for your time, your continued support. We look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, good investing, and bye-bye.